As somebody who's had a Fleshlight in his house, it's not discreet.
To be clear, just out of curiosity, why the Fleshlight?
There's some deep lore to get into. I'm not sure if this is the episode to do it, but no, I think I had. Welcome to F Tier, the show where we take hot topics and create hotter tier lists based on our choice criteria. I'm your S Tier host. S is for space. Joel Watts, joined as always by my D Tier co-host,
D Tier co-host, Danny.
And today's hot topic, Elon Musk buys the world.
Yeah, the whole world.
Yes, in this episode, we will rank companies by how much they would benefit from Musk's makeover. Hello, folks. Editing Joel here, and I just wanted to come in and provide some context for the events around this episode. We recorded this well in the past in reaction to an Elon Musk controversy, and since then, there have been probably 3 more controversies you might be aware of. So we won't be addressing Elon Musk's boosting his Path of Exile 2 controversy or the fallout between him and Asmongold, because Asmongold commented on the PO2 controversy, and heaven forbid, we are definitely not going to be addressing Elon Musk's little auctioneer controversy. Let's roll the tape on that one. Do I hear 1? Do I hear 1? Do I hear 2? Do I hear 2? Can I get a 3? A third Reich. So with that out of the way, why don't we go ahead and get back into this episode on this very controversial figure of Elon Musk.
Yeah, so as we do in every episode, we like to use 2 different criteria. One that we would call our standard issue criteria, and then one that is a little bit more of a spicy criteria. It's not as sexy as it sounds, but it is usually a little bit off the wall. So our standard issue criteria for this episode is simply going to be how much would a given company benefit from Elon's X factor, pun intended. And then the second criteria, the one that is a little bit more on the spicy side, we're going to contrast how much they would benefit from Elon's X factor against what's the company's meme potential. We know Elon is primarily motivated by memes above 100%. All else. He says he has a mission to kind of expedite electrification. He says he wants to make us multiplanetary, but all that stuff is second tier. Yes. The S tier for Elon is memes, obviously.
100%. I mean, I would say that Elon comes across as somebody who was probably on 4chan quite a bit back in the day.
No, to today, I think.
Till today. He's still active on 4chan.
I think I heard that.
I thought he just turned X into 4chan.
No, well, that may be true.
Okay, well, those are the criteria that we're going to be judging him on, but then we're going to use that in order to rank all of these companies based on the tier list. As you know, tried and true, S through F.
Yeah.
S, super special, the cream of the crop, best of the best, no meaningful flaws. Mm-hmm. A is our all-star players, but they're lacking a certain je ne sais quoi.
Je ne sais quoi. Let's try it again.
All-star players, but lacking a certain je ne sais quoi. Je ne sais quoi.
Je ne sais quoi.
What's okay? All-star player, but lacking a certain je ne sais quoi.
That's good enough for this episode.
All right. B, just good, maybe boring, but good. C, the conceptual definition of mid. D, the dump, depressing dregs, but some redeeming dimensions. And finally, F, for forsaken, failure, flawed beyond redemption.
Before we get into that, we would be remiss, though, if we did not ask you to take a second to like this video and subscribe to our channel.
Yeah.
Click the bell if you want the internet's worst hot takes as soon as they are available.
Danny, we have how many companies?
We have 14 today.
14 today. All right, so we're just going to go company by company. So what is the first one?
Yep. So I'm going to give you a brief description just to kind of remember, help everyone remember what each company does. Most people will know these are pretty well-known companies.
Yes.
We're also going to at least get an estimate of their market capitalization, give you a sense of the size. And spoiler alert, Elon can't afford all of these companies, but that didn't stop us from wanting to speculate.
Even the richest man in the world has his limits.
And then lastly, I'm going to give you just a strange trivia fact because I like the strange.
I do too.
So here's the thing. We're going to start with the one that we're hearing a lot about. Now, there's 2 actually that we're hearing a lot about. But the first one is MSNBC.
Fox News for liberals.
Fox News for liberals. So the description that we have here, MSNBC is an American news-based cable television channel providing 24-hour news coverage, political analysis, and commentary. Its market cap as a division of NBC Universal. As of October 23, Comcast's market capitalization is around $170 billion. So this is within Musk's ability to purchase from just, if all we're looking at is how much money does he have against how much this is, not necessarily whether he's liquid or capable.
He might have to sell some Doge there to afford that.
Yeah, well, there's plenty of Doge to go around. Strange fact, the MS in MSNBC stands for?
Multiple sclerosis.
Muscular dystrophy. Well, no, that doesn't make sense. It's actually Microsoft.
Microsoft. Really?
Yeah, reflecting the network's original 1996 partnership with Microsoft and NBC. So I guess the question is, first off, would MSNBC benefit from a Musk makeover? Would the X factor that Musk brings to the table benefit the company?
I'm a little biased here, Danny, because I think that 24-hour news networks should just be obliterated. CNN, Fox, MSNBC, all of them should just go away. News should be something that you get like 1 to 2 hours of a night.
This maybe is a benefit if it doesn't end up being a 24-hour news channel.
Yeah.
I'm imagining XNBC here. And in this version of XNBC, I'm imagining 23 hours of meme content with like 1 hour of news programming.
Elon wants to put on a show, it seems. What better way of putting on a show than having a 24-hour network?
I'm curious what he would do with a 24-hour news channel. I think we can sacrifice one at this point. There's a lot of them.
Yes, exactly. CNN would probably be really good to go. Like, they should be taken down a peg.
Everyone kind of knows what they're going to get. It's not like, I don't think anyone's going to tune into XNBC and be like, oh, wow, I've changed all my opinion. If that's the case, they didn't have a brain to begin with. So is there a lot of meme equity in MSNBC?
The amount of memes that would be produced would be potentially high. Like, if his network was meant to come in and sort of say something shocking or off the wall, the clips. Think of the clips, Danny.
Yeah.
He could be farming clips for days.
There's definitely the ability to generate a lot.
Yeah.
MSNBC kind of is a meme in and of itself. Oddly, I feel like this might be an A. Like, I don't think it's an S by any means.
Yeah.
But, like, it is meme rich. You did make a good argument.
It would be a farm for him.
And MSNBC is not a well-run organization, which is, evidenced by the fact that NBC is putting it up for sale.
If this went through, I don't think I would lose a wink of sleep. This would be perfectly fine. I don't think, nothing lost.
All right, number 2 is Hasbro. Hasbro is one that popped up recently. A little bit of drama in the D&D world.
Very big.
I don't actually remember exactly the details, but I know that one of the developers for D&D or someone associated with D&D said some things that got the X community talking, and I guess maybe there was something that was viewed as a critique of Gary Gygax, which got Elon up in a fuss. But the description of Hasbro is it's a multinational toy and board game company known for brands like Transformers, Monopoly, and Nerf, and of course Magic the Gathering and Dungeons and Dragons. Dungeons and Dragons is kind of the main one for this conversation.
Yeah,
it's only about $8 billion.
Oh, that's a steal.
To buy, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, to put that in perspective, that's about a fifth of what he bought Twitter for.
And granted, a lot of people say that he bought Twitter for way too much.
The strange fact here is that Hasbro's iconic Mr. Potato Head was the first toy ever advertised on TV in 1952.
I think that was back when you just got the components and you had to provide the potato, and you just like stab the components into a potato before they had to come with a plastic potato.
Yeah, it was the first sex toy in America.
Okay. Did not know that. I mean, well.
But it won't be the only one on this list.
I wonder if the Transformers would just become formers. Look, Monopoly, that's Hasbro, correct?
Yeah, that's definitely, that's right up his alley.
Yeah, I mean, he practically is the Monopoly man at this point, or he's heading towards being the Monopoly man.
It's a monocle short.
And the bushy mustache. I have a feeling he's probably going to go through a look change here in the next few years. The big thing that was happening on Twitter was two properties that we want to talk about specifically, though. Dungeons and Dragons and Magic the Gathering.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a take on this. So this will be a great day for Pathfinder. Pathfinder is going to have a great day if Hasbro gets bought. And then it's going to be, a lot of people play Pathfinder because Elon Musk doesn't own it and it's the next best thing. And a lot of people will play D&D because Elon Musk does own it, and they've been diehard fans of D&D, and they don't mind Musk, or they actually support him. Now, for Magic the Gathering, I'm guessing Flesh and Blood would be having a really great day.
I think Flesh and Blood is the heir apparent. I mean, other than maybe Pokemon, but I don't think
people play Magic the Gathering are going to switch to Pokemon.
No, I think they're more likely to go to Flesh and Blood or Alpha Clash or One Piece.
I don't know how I feel where this lands. I will also say Elon Musk, probably a Planeswalker card pretty soon.
My guess is that he would just try to preserve anything that he has nostalgia for.
Yeah.
He probably has a very specific idea of what rule system should be, allowed, how the rules should go. I don't know how much Magic the Gathering he's played. I assume he's at least dabbled in Magic.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's like a Black Lotus coin to come out of this. I'm leaning towards a B, just because I think it's just going to cause more drama than it's worth.
What's the meme quality here? Because we haven't we haven't covered that. Yeah,
you're right.
It doesn't.
But I said it. It's like Elon Musk as a planeswalker. Elon Musk as like a grand wizard. It's like the meme quality is like him appearing in like all the rules books for D&D. Him appearing on Magic the Gathering cards.
That's not a super exciting meme potential to me. It's kind of like, okay, it's more of like a self-aggrandizement of one dude.
Yeah.
Which, let's be honest, a lot of these will probably be some version of that.
Yes.
At this point, with Universes Beyond, Magic's kind of already like jumped the shark.
Yeah, 100%.
Like they might do it whether he buys it or not. So,
but the Tesla Transformer.
The Tesla Transformer. That is absolutely happening.
100%. Actually, that kind of bumps it up for me. Like, if they redo the Transformers movies, back up the dump truck to Michael Bay's house, have him make another one, but it's all Teslas.
But they have to get recharged during the fight with the Decepticons.
There's a lot of properties that he could just start injecting his other products in, like battleships, but with SpaceX. We might be looking at S tier here.
Really? I don't know if I could sign off on that. I was actually pretty content with your B tier.
Okay.
I thought that you were pretty much on the money there. I think
I just got really high on the idea of a new Michael Bay Transformer.
If you want.
But let's go high B for right now.
Wow, you backed off that S tier quick.
All right, Danny, what's next on our list?
All right, so this one's I was actually looking forward to this conversation. Number 3 is a delicious frozen dessert brought to you by Ben & Jerry's. Description: Ben & Jerry's is an American company that manufactures ice cream, frozen yogurt, sorbet, and is celebrated for its creatively named flavors. Mm-hmm. It's worth, believe it or not, $130 billion, so significantly more than Hasbro.
Nerd shit, not worth that much. Sugary, bad food for you. Bam, with clever pun names.
So this one is still within Musk's reach, Elon's reach. This is the strange trivia fact. The company has a flavor graveyard in Vermont where they pay homage to discontinued ice cream flavors with actual tombstones.
I mean, that's the kind of company, I like what they do for the most part. I'm not a huge ice cream person. I try to avoid desserts. You wouldn't think it if you're looking at the video right now. We're talking about a company that's ran by openly
Left.
Boomer liberal guys. I don't think he's going to gain much.
He's definitely acquiring this over their dead body.
Or they'll have heart attacks over him.
Colbert's American Dream or American Cream or whatever it's called is getting a Donald Trump makeover for sure. Miss Me Twice, double chocolate chip, double chocolate chip, double chocolate chip cookie.
Yeah. So the meme quality is right there.
Oh, so much meme quality.
Basically, the entire cabinet gets an ice cream flavor. And when you buy ice cream, you're having to look at like Tulsi Gabbard or Ben Shapiro.
Oh yeah, RFKs. Barry.
no, you just open it up and it's just water. It's just frozen water. When it comes to cultural impact, I came into this thinking Hasbro was going to be the biggest cultural impact, but with that market value. And the fact that I could go to a corner store right now and look inside their freezer and find Ben & Jerry's, I think that this might actually be sneakily high tier.
Would they benefit?
I don't think so. They're doing great.
They're doing great.
Yeah.
That's where it kind of gets a hit, right?
Yeah.
Ben & Jerry's doesn't need to be acquired by anyone.
No.
I mean, there's criticisms to be had about Hasbro. Certainly criticisms to be had about MSMBC. Let's face it. Hasbro's got a lot of problems.
Yes.
Ben & Jerry's is a great company. Great meme potential. This is kind of like one side is give it to Musk. One side is keep it the hell away from us. So what are we thinking here? I mean, is this just the definition of a C? And it feels weird, right? Because it's a great company.
Yeah, but it's like it's S tier on one side and F tier on the other. What does that bring us to? It brings us to a C.
It's the conceptual definition of mid. Fleshlight. It is a brand of male sex toys designed to stimulate sexual intercourse, noted for their discreet flashlight-like appearance.
As somebody who's had a fleshlight in his house, it's not discreet.
To be clear, just out of curiosity, why a flashlight?
There's some deep lore to get into. I'm not sure if this is the episode to do it, but no, I think I had at least 2, if not 3 at one point.
Okay.
It's almost worse to leave that hanging. Like, there's actually a good reason for it, but I don't want to get into it right now.
I don't want to either, and I will say, Will, if he does, cut it out. The inventor, we will not say their name, but the inventor who patented the Fleshlight patented it as a device for discreet sperm collection.
See, now that, okay, keep going.
And he did it while his wife was pregnant and sexual activity was medically discouraged.
It was like a complicated pregnancy?
Yeah, device for discreet sperm collection. I believe that's what Trump called Stormy Daniels in a similar situation.
Wow. Wowza. All right. Device for discreet sperm collection. Do you got any other trivia there?
No, I think we've had quite enough.
Yeah. This is almost like one of those things where Elon could be potentially telling on himself because, as some people might know, if you're really into deep Elon lore, it's like he likes to impregnate people. So he might want a device for sperm collection. Neuralink plus like a advanced fleshlight equals like, an AI girlfriend. It's a key piece to, like, if you think of the worst thoughts that you might have about people like Elon Musk, that idea of like a future where we all just nobody's actually procreating, and they're just like letting us like basically die off without procreation. So it could be that final piece that he needs in his own personal infinity gauntlet.
Yeah, I think that this is a fun one to think about from a meme standpoint.
Yes,
but I would think that if Elon buys Fleshlight, he's shuttering it, and the reason why is because of the impregnation thing, right? If you're a Fleshlight, you're not getting anyone pregnant.
That's very true. He wants
population collapse is a big worry for Elon.
He's almost like the reverse Bill Gates in that sense. This is one reason I was
With
worried
his
about
5G vaccines and fake birds.
Yes, this is one reason I was worried about having an Elon Musk conversation, because I feel like we're going to out ourselves as being like deep conspiracy people. That discrete sperm collection, you rent the Fleshlight, you use it, and then you have to send it back to use your sperm for experiments.
Yeah, and frankly, I think the memes are going to be a little on the blue side. I mean, they're a little one note. We've seen all the Fleshlight memes. We don't need Elon to create new Fleshlight memes.
I also think all his friends aren't. It's not going to be the same thing with the Ben and Jerry's. You're not going to have Ben Shapiro's succulent lips.
Yeah, well, honestly, I don't think the memes are there, and I definitely don't think we want to see Fleshlight shuttered to be shuttered. So yeah, I don't know if this is bold. I'm gonna propose F for Fleshlight.
I can't argue, and nothing to be gained, much to be lost.
All right, I think we've got to our first one here that we fairly sure Elon cannot afford.
Really?
No, never mind. I take that back. This is Disney. I thought Disney was worth more than this. Maybe these numbers are wrong.
Well, supposedly Disney's been taking a hit recently, and if certain people on YouTube were to be believed, it's because of the woke mind virus.
We have our own mind viruses. It's a multinational mass media and entertainment conglomerate known for its film studios, theme parks, and media networks. It's worth approximately $150 billion. And the strange trivia fact is we won't say anything negative about Walt Disney.
The man or the company?
The company.
Okay.
For obvious... No. There's a secret suite inside Cinderella's castle at Disney World that isn't available for booking and is only used for special guests and promotional giveaways. I just heard that there's a $10 million Walt Disney ticket. It's a lifetime admission for the low price of $10 million.
Yeah, that better be lifetime, and you better get the straight to the front of the line pass. Like, they provide you a wheelchair so you can just go to the front of every line. You better be able to close the park like 5 times in that lifetime.
Private park access like at least once every decade.
Yeah.
Does Disney need an ownership change?
I don't like the corporation, but I like the properties that they've put out. I can't deny that they've made some of my favorite movies of all time. I've never been to a park.
Oh, you have to go to a park. We should go to Epcot. Epcot is the shit.
That said, I don't trust Elon as a storyteller necessarily. I just don't think that this is in his wheelhouse.
Yeah.
While the meme potential's there, like just imagining like Elon Musk, animated, Pixarified. Somebody out there is the right person to take over Disney and make Walt Disney great again. But I don't believe it's Elon Musk. I think people are going to get sick of that joke also really quickly.
Yeah, I think so. I'm right there with you. At best, a C acquisition.
Yeah.
Possibly a D.
So I just don't think he, unlike Ben and Jerry's, I don't think he has enough to bring to it.
All right. Disney gets a D. Number 6 is another one that is often a subject of conversation that some people in this country are concerned about some of the products and promotions that they carry in their stores. And that's Target. Again, we're saying some people.
Oh, yeah. My dad both works for Target, and he hates Target. My dad's a Fox News Republican.
That's incredible. That's incredible.
He's constantly, he basically.
I work for the Great Red Devil.
Yes, exactly. He's practically has said those words to me.
The Target Corporation is a leading American retail corporation offering a wide variety of general merchandise and food.
Okay.
It is worth around $50 billion.
50. Okay.
So definitely within range.
Yeah, I mean, if he can afford Disney, he can afford Target.
6 times over. Strange trivia fact. Target's data analyst once predicted a teenager's pregnancy before her family knew based on purchasing patterns, highlighting the power of data analytics.
Wow. I wonder when that was.
Well, I don't know, but I think it was probably in the 2010s.
We criticize our devices for listening in on us, and I still think they are, but their data is just that good that they know your like psychographic type, that they can pinpoint like what to market to you and when, just based on that. So it's almost like a correlation. You're talking about, I don't know, getting a new toilet seat cover, whatever, getting a new toilet seat. And the reason you're talking about it is the same reason they market it towards you, because they know that at this point in your life, you're going to be looking for toilet seats.
Yeah.
So,
and that happens to be right around 38, 39.
Yeah. You just plop down.
And just plop down. And a nice cover. Yeah.
Just like, I can't do it any longer. Please.
I don't really think Target is exciting in any meaningful way. I can't imagine anything exciting that would come from him owning it.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like it's poorly run in the least. It's doing very well for itself. It's always relevant. Women love to shop there.
Yeah.
And that is a great meme for your brand.
Yes.
Like, women are disappointed that they don't get to go to Target. That's the meme.
Yeah.
That's great.
Mm-hmm.
I like Target.
Women don't tend to like Elon Musk, do they?
They do not. Well,
unless he's buying them a horse.
What?
A horse.
Who did he buy a horse, Joel?
A masseuse.
Bought a masseuse a horse?
Yeah, that's allegedly.
Allegedly. All right. I don't think that there are a lot of great memes. To me, Target might just be a straight F. I don't see any upside
I would
here.
say the only upside is I think that the brand change from Target to X would actually just work. Like I feel like they could seemlessly transition to being called It would just be
called like X Retail.
Yeah. But
X-Mart?
X-Mart. Yeah, something like that.
So, you'd be better off resurrecting Kmart. Kmart has more mimetic quality to it.
Yeah, actually, we should have gone with that. That one, that's probably a low price there for old Elon Musk. I mean, like, what would be his reason for, like, to compete with Walmart? But there's no reason to compete with Walmart. He would want to compete with Amazon. So I do agree. There's not really much reason. I mean, it could go D or F, in my opinion.
I'm going to go F. I just don't see any upside. There's no redemption in my mind here.
Yeah, it's taking some, you know what? I think it's going to make men and women in this country have worse lives if he actually bought Target.
All right, number 7, we're getting to the halfway point here. And this one is, I think, a mimetic powerhouse. We're going to be talking about the restaurant chain Chili's. Chili's Grill and Bar is an American casual dining restaurant chain featuring Tex-Mex style cuisine. I mean, that's a questionable description.
Yeah.
It's owned by Brinker International. And Brinker itself, I guess, has a market capitalization of $2.5 billion. So he could pick this up in his sleep. The original Chili's location in Dallas was converted from a postal station, giving it a unique charm that helped popularize the brand. So, Joel, what are we thinking here? Is Chili's poorly run? Is it well run? Is it the kind of place that would benefit from Elon?
That's a good question. Where did the baby back rib song go, folks? That's what I want to know.
It's
I think
definitely not what it used to be.
Yeah, I feel like, look, I hate restaurants like Chili's, honestly, but the meme quality is real high. I mean, just the fact that Chili's on 48th and Lamar is like the best restaurant in Austin for now and forever.
They got a Michelin star.
Yeah, I hope so. They deserve it. This kind of falls into the MSMBC side of things where it's like all he could do was either, whether he gets it or not, like financially, whether he buys it and tanks it or he buys it and it becomes better. Either way, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, you're right. I'm low on this one. It might benefit from his efficiency, bringing back the baby back ribs. There might be something there.
Yeah, just play the song.
This might be something in the C or D range. What are you feeling?
I feel a D.
Yeah, we can go D on this. If Elon is known for anything, it is his acumen in the tech space. I know that's a controversial statement. Let us know in the comments. So
it's the one thing I'd give him.
We got to add a tech company here, so we should go with the most iconic tech company of all.
Yes.
Sharper Image.
Ooh.
So the Sharper Image is a brand offering consumer electronics, gadgets, and lifestyle products primarily through online and catalog sales. As for its market capitalization, it filed for bankruptcy in 2008. It is now privately held, and the financial details are not publicly available.
Are they still like selling things?
I guess so. I mean, it's certainly it's a name. It's ripe for the hostile takeover.
Yes.
The company's first product was a jogging watch. This is the strange trivia fact, if you haven't picked up on that already. That doubled as a heart monitor, sold via newspaper ads by founder Richard Thalheimer. Sharper Image needs Elon. It needs his flamethrowers and all of his wacky shit. He would be amazing at Sharper Image.
Because there's a lot of stuff that I think he wants to be able to put out there, but he doesn't have like a show floor for it. Target could have been, Target would never have been able to be that. Sharper Image, it could. If Sharper Images came back to malls, people would go back to malls. Make America mauled again.
Memetically, though, what are we thinking here? What's the meme potential?
I think it's a double potential here. Elon could have his pick of the flavors, and maybe he could change it up. He could be either James Bond with all his gadgets, or the flip side of that, he could be the evil villain with all his gadgets. He's either the Bond, the good guy, or the Blofeld, and he could choose. And whatever he chooses, his audience would just make memes about him being the other side. He's playing the whole field, folks.
So what are we thinking here, Joel?
S tier.
I'm going to give it to you.
There's not many headlines I could start with Elon Musk does something, but if it was Elon Musk buys the Sharper Image, I would be like, wow, okay.
Yeah, I agree. I think Elon needs to buy Sharper Image. This is if this is all that comes out of this podcast, that Elon realizes that purchasing Sharper Image is something that he needs to do for humanity's future.
I think our vision's gotten a lot blurrier.
Yeah,
since 2008.
There you go. Let's get a Sharper Image of the future here. Yeah. This one's probably going to be a little controversial in Magaland. What do you think about Elon Musk buying my pillow? So,
what does Michael Lindell think about Elon Musk buying my pillow? Yeah. I feel like he's of two minds. He's like, "Oh, thank God for that. That saved me." And he's probably also like, "Get your hands off my pillow. It's the best pillow on the market."
My Pillow is a pillow manufacturing company known for its infomercials, and founder Mike Lindell. It is private, obviously, so we don't know how much it's worth, but
I'm going to say in the negative.
I mean, it's can't be worth that much. Maybe it's a multi-billion-dollar company, but I kind of doubt it.
No.
Can you get there on a one pillow? At most, $1.5 billion, and that feels generous.
1.5 billion.
generous.
Yeah, I mean, they had a lot of troubles. I mean, yet again, we don't want to get too political, but My Pillow had a lot of troubles throughout the 2020 to 2024 because he went hard on the stolen election narrative, and I think that really alienated people. Like, even MAGA people started becoming annoyed with My Pillow.
Mike Lindell overcame a crack cocaine addiction and now employs recovering addicts at his company to help them rebuild their lives and share great ideas for making America great again. All right. So what do we think about My Pillow for Elon? Does it benefit from new ownership? I mean, it's a very, very niche product.
Well, there's a lot of space and comfort. I mean, I don't know what Elon would do. I would personally, if I had the opportunity to buy My Pillow, I would probably turn it into a body pillow, with characters on it.
Oh, like waifu pillows.
Yeah, waifu pillows.
Okay. Yeah.
What a great opportunity. The Catholic Church has released basically a waifu mascot for the year. I forgot exactly the context.
Don't know this context at all. What the fuck are we talking about?
Will showed up here. The Catholic Church's anime girl. Yeah. You take that, go Mr. Religion, Mr. Christianity, Mike Lindell, get the churches together, the pillows together, boom, you got your body pillow for the Catholic Church. But there's a lot of Catholics out there.
Okay.
Very popular in Africa.
I mean, I think you're making an argument for Joel buying My Pillow, but what about Elon?
Maybe as a favor to get
it's like Lindell. A favor. It's not, yes. And it's not a favor we're particularly interested in seeing granted.
Okay, I recently had a really bad neck problem that it's still kind of haunting me, but it got really bad. I don't know if it had anything to do with My Pillow situation, but if Elon wants people to be, doing the deed and making babies, he needs them to be comfortable and peak perfect health. So if he wanted to get his engineers in there and truly design the best pillow of all time
for impregnating people,
just for he could call it like the SpaceX pillow. It's like this is the pillow that astronauts sleep on to make sure that they are ready to go in the morning. I'm saying it's not a great buy for him. He'd be doing a lot of work to lift the company up and make it more innovative, but there is potential if he wanted to. I think this is like one of those things. This would actually be better for My Pillow than for Elon Musk.
100%.
Yeah. I think this is a trap. I think traps should go under possibly D tier. But I do want to say there is opportunity. My Pillow could be a great. Just the name alone suggests it's my pillow, my personal pillow that I do personal things with at night.
Number 10 is Bumble, the dating app Bumble, where women make the first move promoting female empowerment in online dating. Approximately $5 billion is its market cap. Founder Whitney Wolfe Herd became the world's youngest female self-made billionaire at 31 years of age after Bumble's IPO in 2021. Bumble seems like it's doing pretty well. I don't see any reason why it needs to be purchased.
Bumble, just to clarify, it's the only one not owned by Match Group, right?
I don't know if it's the only one, but it certainly is not owned by Match Group.
It's the most. I should say this. It's probably the most popular, most profitable one that's not owned by Match Group.
Is there a dating app out there that would benefit from Elon purchasing it? Sure.
Field.
Grindr. Grindr, Right Stuff. Just the general Republican dating apps.
Yeah, I mean, Grindr. He could get a lot of blackmail if he had all the details on Grindr.
Oh. Okay, I see what you mean, blackmail, like extortion.
Hey, if you wanted to, I'm sure you could send blackmails too.
Okay. I was like, are we talking MSMBC or BBC? So I don't see any benefit to the memes. I mean, the meme equity is in making the jokes.
Yeah, this is like buying Target, the app.
Yeah, this is
in a lot of ways. Very much like MSNBC or the 24-hour news network. I would say that the idea that he could buy something and shutter it and make the world a better place, at the very least, they've gone off in the wrong direction. They need to rethink what a dating app is, not for like profitability, but for societal structure. If anything's destroying America, it is that.
To be fair, that's not a Bumble specific problem. That's an industry product.
Tinder, OkCupid. Well, Tinder specifically, I think they're the worst. But yeah, it's not a Bumble.
If somebody wanted to come around and disrupt dating apps, all they would have to do is make it to where you could do it for like 99 cents a month. You're spending at least, I feel like it's at least $20 a month to get like the basic service on some of these apps. And people are desperate, and they're going to spend that money. And if you offered a great service and you just made it cheaper, I don't understand how these people.
All right. You made a good point there. Elon Musk wants America or the Western world, whatever, the world itself, producing more babies. He has the information technology, the AI, and if he wants to foot the bill, if he just wants to say, I'm just going to offer this as a public good and I'm going to turn it on its head, he could, if he wanted to turn around the dating market, this actually would be a good acquisition. And maybe not Bumble, maybe it's OkCupid, maybe it's Tinder or Match Group in general. But I think that if he really wants to put his money where his mouth is, I think that him revolutionizing the dating market, the dating economy, of all the things that the impacts that he wants to make on the world, this actually is right in his wheelhouse. So I'm going to say, and if you want to call it mimetic, the idea that he's changing the world to be in his, in his vision, this is actually boosting up there. I mean, I'm at the very least at A tier. I could be argued into an S tier.
The meme is that every woman in the world has matched automatically with Elon.
There's that version, or
what
the
do they
idea,
call that?
or that he's the world's ultimate matchmaker.
The reality is that this could just be a module on X, X dating, triple X dating.
Oh,
there you go. What is it called? Prima. What is that? What is the first night that ancient? The kings the right.
Oh my God! The idea that the king gets the first taste of the fruit, if you will.
That's the price for using the app.
Oh,
look again.
You have to bear one Elon Musk child.
A dating app, maybe not Bumble.
Okay, I agree. Like I think it brought up a good idea here. Bumble itself, it's not going to be the right move. He'd be more likely to revolutionize Hinge or something. Does that make it like kind of a C tier because it's like the idea is good, but it's just not the right company?
It's something like a B or a C.
B for Bumble.
B for Bumble. All right. I knew you'd go for that.
Yeah.
All right.
I let people know how they can lay traps for me so easily.
This is one that I think that he would have strong feelings about. It's Blizzard, the maker of a video game developer and publisher known for franchises like Warcraft, Diablo, and Overwatch. Mm-hmm. And famously, Elon's a big Diablo player. When it was just Activision Blizzard, its market cap was about $60 billion. It's been since purchased by Microsoft, and Activision and Blizzard, I think, have been split up into being sister companies.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I want to say pound for pound, I think Blizzard is probably more of a powerhouse when it comes to people's hearts than Activision. But Activision is probably a more profitable company in the long run.
So here's the strange trivia fact.
Okay, go on.
The corrupted blood incident in World of Warcraft unintentionally simulated a pandemic, later studied by epidemiologists for insights into how diseases spread.
There's probably a video essay about that entire thing you should go and check out. I don't know by who exactly, but it's bound to be out there.
So here's the thing.
Yes.
I don't know a lot about Blizzard. I've played some Diablo. I like Diablo, but I feel like you probably know a little bit more about the full scope of Blizzard. What are you thinking? Is this a company that's going to benefit from new ownership change?
If he chiseled Blizzard out of Microsoft and just installed the former greats and other industry titans into it just to do what they would do, I could see that being amazing. Anybody who could kind of come along and get any company out of the hands of Microsoft is a really good idea at this point. The meme is that Microsoft buys companies, they maybe release one game and then they shutter the company. They are just being so bad. They buy these companies and then just shut them down. I don't like what they're doing at all. So, I mean, it's it falls into that category of anything would be better for Blizzard at this point than to be under Microsoft. What would Elon Musk be bringing to it? I mean, obviously,
love for the game, obviously.
Love of the game, yeah. I mean,
this is another situation where I think he would have some nostalgia.
He would
some vested interest in seeing the player perspective played out.
Yeah. Well, also, I mean, we're game developers. Check out xseekersoffortune.com. Get yourself
no relation to X.
Yeah, I know. We were told that plenty of times, and we stuck to our guns. It's X marks the spot, folks. X Seekers of Fortune. I do have to say, what Elon Musk does with the world with his acquisitions, he's kind of playing life as a game. I'm sure he has a good gut check for what would make a decent game. I'll say that I think he has the right taste for it. This is very similar to Disney, but I think this is actually within his skill set. Yeah. His skill set. So I think it goes a little bit higher than that.
Memes. Where are we at on the memes though? Are there memes here?
Well, Blizzard has had plenty of memes. Some of the biggest content farmers around. Like how many VTubers or streamers got their start playing World of Warcraft? Smugalana, Asmongold for sure. I'm sure I could, if I sat here and thought longer, I could probably come up with a few more. But World of Warcraft, it ruined some people's lives, but also made some people into who they are today. Blizzard just kind of past its prime. I mean, he's not going to capture the old Blizzard. He's going to have to turn into something new. So, I mean, I'm a little bit on the fence. I think that we're looking at an A tier. It doesn't quite have that S factor.
Okay, I can go A tier on that. That makes sense. I think there's some good arguments to be had there.
It wouldn't be a bad thing for him to at least dislodge Blizzard from Microsoft.
So number 12 here.
Uh-huh.
Interesting one. OnlyFans. So OnlyFans is an internet content subscription service where creators can earn money from subscribers making wholesome content. Market capitalization is it's a private company, so we don't know exactly, but I have a feeling it's in the billions. The platform experienced a 75% increase in new creators during the COVID-19 pandemic and lockdowns, largely due to people seeking alternative income sources.
That makes complete sense.
So OF, OnlyFans. Is this something that needs new ownership?
I don't know a lot about OnlyFans. Honestly,
Right.
This is not how I spend my time. I don't know too much about it.
You're sounding awfully guilty here, Joel.
Oh, okay, well, I'm just going to say that I don't think so. I don't imagine it needs new leadership. I don't think he could come in. Like, we're talking essentially with OnlyFans, and sorry, ladies and gentlemen who utilize the service, but we're talking about the oldest profession in the book, just updated for a new era. We're talking about
Podcasting.
Sex work. Sex work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems like there's a pipeline though from OnlyFans to like Manosphere podcasts
Well,
where they get like tore down. Like they find the dumbest OnlyFans creators and sit them across from dudes who just want to have like
who just want to dunk on them.
try to dunk on them.
Yeah.
And even then it doesn't always go well.
No, well, because sometimes they invite who they think are the dumbest, and it turns out they were actually just very clever, and they're just using it to promote themselves.
Yeah,
so
the chauvinism is real there. Yeah.
I just don't, and it's just like very similar to the Fleshlight. It's like, well, this is kind of something that Elon should actually be theoretically against. I mean,
yeah.
And if anything, it would just make him look worse. The meme quality on this is in the negative, because the second he buys OnlyFans, he's just going to be called the world's largest pimp, and not the good kind of pimp.
Yeah. I mean, I think if it was called Only Breeders, he might be into it. Is this a straight F?
This is a straight F.
Some people might have thought, the sex stuff sells, but in reality, these things, they impact procreation.
There's a reason that the person who created OnlyFans, when he thought that it was going to be a place for like content creators or celebrities to show, to like have like their own little private fan club where they would cater to their fans. That's what he created it for, and then it became sex work, the website, and then he tried to ban the sex work off of it. At the end of the day, whoever owns OnlyFans is going to be tarnished in that like way. Like if you're flying with like George Bush and Ellen DeGeneres, to the Hamptons, you're going to be like the low man on the totem pole because you got your money from sex. It's just the way that it has been always, kind of always will be. You're just Elon Musk just is not going to. It's not going to be a good look for him.
F for OnlyFans.
Yes.
Okay. Number 13. Sorry, a little nauseous.
Did that coffee hit?
Subway. No, Subway.
Oh.
Jesus. I'm going to power through this.
Yeah.
Subway is a multinational fast food restaurant that primarily sells submarine sandwiches and salads and works with Jared Fogle. It has a market capitalization of about 9.6 billion with a B somehow. Strange trivia fact, as if there's any non-strange trivia facts about Subways. Founded by a 17-year-old Fred DeLuca in 1965 with a $1,000 loan to pay for college. He originally named it Pete's Super Submarines. That's a much better name.
I would say it at least sells the product.
Okay, so does this company need new ownership?
100%.
100%. Like there's no... what it needs is to have no owner because it doesn't exist. But since that's not on the table...
I mean, we have the option for him just to buy it, to shutter it.
Yeah, I guess that's true. But
I would say that there's a potential here for Elon Musk.
There's a lot of memes.
There's a lot of memes. But what I'm thinking is He needs a showcase for his robotic technology. I feel like Subway sandwiches are one of the things that those robots could easily put together. Just change up the process just a little bit. You have a robot behind the counter. It becomes a novelty to go there. You basically buy the sandwich, you throw it right away in the trash can.
The only counterpoint to that is the more robots make sandwiches, the more former sub makers make OnlyFans accounts. And that kind of goes against the procreation mission, right?
Yeah,
it's a good point, right? It's a good point. I think that, I do think that there is some opportunity for innovation. God knows they need a menu revamp. Maybe they can actually start serving food there. And the stink of Jared Fogle has never gone away.
So stinky.
What do they call those minor attracted people?
I mean, it's if he wanted to get into the food game, I mean, granted, he could probably buy a much better company. I'm sure. I think
like Chili's.
Is there even efficiency to be gained here? I mean, Subway's feels like they've basically gone to the bottom of the barrel in terms of efficiency.
Yeah, but like when you look at Elon's sort of like approach to solving problems, he has like these steps. I don't have them all memorized, but I think like one thing has famously said is one of the greatest mistakes engineers make, good engineers, I don't know if he considers these good engineers, make is they optimize the wrong things.
Yeah.
They optimize things that shouldn't exist. And I would argue that optimizing Subways is optimizing something that shouldn't exist.
Oh, well, just going to say, should we have in the marketplace, the fast food marketplace, a good sandwich shop? And if so, is it just Jimmy John's at this point?
Yeah, Jersey Mike's.
Jersey Mike's and
Jersey Mike's.
I mean,
Jimmy
let's face
John's.
it, the Jays are where I'm at.
Jared.
Not Jared. Not that Jay. You go to Jimmy John's if you want dirt cheap and fast. And if you want something that's a little bit nicer and a little more expensive, though, you go to Jersey Mike's.
Yeah, I mean, you could just purchase Subway, close all the stores. Mm-hmm. I'm sure we could use a few more, like,
sharper images.
I was going to say mattress showrooms, but yeah, sharper images, sure.
Yeah.
So are we happy with Elon buying Subway?
Put in C because...
Oh, God, I don't know if I can...
What, do we need to go further down?
Well, I guess this is the thing about Subway. I'm getting confused because I don't even know what's up and down anymore.
Yeah.
Do we have to put it on the scale? Does that sully the scale?
No.
Okay, fine.
So you're saying that we're going to there's like a nebulous zone around the scale here, and Subway would exist below it in hell.
I guess I would prefer him to get it. So it's gonna stay in business if he doesn't buy it.
That's my argument. It's like it's going to continue to exist. I mean, unless there's something we don't know about Subway in being like near financial ruin, which would not surprise me if that comes out. We can wake up tomorrow to that headline.
Look, it's either S tier or F tier, and I don't know which one.
I think it's F tier. I guess.
Wow. I guess. For once, alliteration doesn't make it.
All right. Does that leave us with one more, Danny?
That's one more. And This one's going to be another challenging one because for as difficult as Subway's was for me to work my way through, we are talking about Buc-ee's now, which we know holds a special place in your heart. And in fact, inspired your brand new React channel, Jolie's.
Yes.
I understand.
Well, yeah. Yeah. Well, basically, I've started a new series of YouTube channels. I'm starting with mostly React content. It's called Jolie's Reacts. That's JOEL-EE''S Reacts. And you can see me react to some of my favorite content creators there. I'll try to, whenever somebody's posting a new video, I'll try to react to it in front of a camera. And you can check it out there. So it almost becomes like a playlist of what I'm interested in. But there will also be Jolie's gaming and Jolie's takes for other content as well.
Very good. Very good. All right. So for those who do not know, Buc-ee's is a chain of convenience stores and gas stations known for their massive stores, their spotless restrooms, and they're primarily located in Texas, but they are throughout the South all the way up into Colorado now. They're privately held, so again, we don't know how much they're worth, but I mean, given what we've seen, probably low billions, right?
At the very least, I would hope.
The strange trivia fact is that they hold the world record for the largest convenience store with its New Braunfels location.
The New Braunfels location is the biggest one? I've been there plenty of times. Love that place.
68,000 square feet.
Yeah.
All right, Joel. Tell us about it. I mean, this one, you got to take the lead on this because you're a big Buc-ee stan.
Buc-ee's is doing great. It's fine the way it is. It's not seeing a dip in quality at all with its expansions. There's no reason for new ownership to come in. Elon Musk, stay away from Buc-ee's, you son of a bitch.
They mean pretty well on their own. Those billboards, each billboard is a meme in of itself.
Their meme game is probably better than your meme game, meme lord. So just stay away. You're not buying your little piece of Americana. You want to buy a little piece of Americana, go and buy Coca-Cola. I don't care. Stay away from Buc-ee's.
This is sounding like an F tier. Is this what you're saying? Is this an F?
I'm saying he should not buy it, but I can't imagine the word Buc-ee's an F tier ever.
Yeah, it sounds like an F tier to me.
Oh, you lay these traps for me. Elon Musk buying Buc-ee's. I want it to be stated like that. Elon Musk buying Buc-ee's is an F tier decision. That's fine.
Buc-ee's is F tier. In summary, just to keep it short and concise. Well, that's the list today, Joel. We made it through all 14.
Well, I should really quick. Let's catch the audience back up on all the decisions we made. So let's start at the bottom. The worst of the worst ideas that you could do would be to buy Subway because it's a complete waste of time and money.
I would rather eat at a sandwich shop called the Sandwich Morgue than eat at Subway's. I'll just state that for the record.
Yeah, Buc-ee's because it's doing just fine the way it is. Then OnlyFans just doesn't really make sense. Bad for his image to become the internet's largest pimp. Target, it's doing fine by itself. And Fleshlight, kind of all like just not good images for
a lot of F's this
Elon Musk. Yeah, a lot of F's, but probably for good reason. I mean, we're talking about a very specific man. The D tier, we dumped Disney, Chili's, and MyPillow into the D tier.
Yeah,
just not a lot of space for him, and not his wheelhouse, basically. The C tier only had one entry. Yeah, Ben & Jerry's.
A lot of meme potential, but a very well-run company. So.
Yeah. B tier had both Bumble, which it's just like, why not just reinvent dating apps from the ground up if you already have that kind of infrastructure? That could be like the third thing X does before it does everything. And Hasbro, the memes would get stale fast. Then the A tier, Blizzard, mostly from the perspective of let's chisel it out for Microsoft, and MSMBC because it would be a content farm for him.
It'd be a content farm.
Yeah. Finally, the S tier, the cream of the crop, Sharper Image.
There you go.
It's the store that Elon Musk was designed as a human.
It's the one thing his portfolio is really missing.
Yeah, I would say so.
A consumer catalog.
Yeah, exactly.
Where he can sell things.
Yeah.
That belong in a Bond movie. So the big question this week is, which of these companies do you personally, you most be interested in him taking over?
From the maniacal side of me, from the the side of me that just loves to see the world, I don't want to say burn, but stirred. I like to see the world stirred. I'm going to go with Ben & Jerry's. Ben & Jerry's, it's just like overnight Elon Musk could overtake all, every corner store, every supermarket, and put whoever he thinks would be funniest onto ice cream. And no matter how much protesting you're going to do, as long as he keeps the formulas and the flavors mostly the same and sticks to their tried and true methods, you're going to be buying them.
Yeah, I think that's a great take.
Yeah.
For me, I don't know why. I guess I'm just I'm inclined to say Buc-ee's, but I'm not sure why.
I know why you'd say Buc-ee's, you son of a bitch.
We are going to wrap this episode up very soon. But before we do, we want to let you know, if you are not a member of our Patreon, you can head over to the Patreon where we're about to have our Patreon conversation of the week, which this week is going to be what would need to be waiting for you on Mars for you to go to Mars.
Yeah. Okay.
On the topic of Elon Musk. So go over, you can get a free membership to our Patreon account.
For now.
Maybe in the future. It won't be free, but for now you can join at the free tier and get access to all of our special conversations of the week, where you can hear us talk about everything from our favorite death row meals to I don't know, whatever else is out there.
Well, Danny, should we go ahead and wrap up right before we have that conversation?
I think we should. I think it's probably in the best interest of everyone involved if we stop talking.
That was this week's episode of F Tier on Elon Musk buying the world. Please like and subscribe. If you have an Elon fan or an Elon hater in your life, send them this episode. and with a smiling, laughing emoji as what you're sending along with it when you press that share button.
And throw in a few eggplants. Why the hell not?
Hell yeah! I have been your S-tier host, Joel,
and I'm your D-tier host, Danny, because he makes me say that.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. See you next time on F-tier.